up? Hunter Darling, High Definition Sports. Just did a mock draft Monday, but we're still on the team series, knocking all these out, man. Doing 7 round mocks. I think probably the week of the draft before I go to Vegas for it, I'm gonna do a full 7 round mock. So if you guys like the channel, like what you guys seen so far, man, hit subscribe, like the video, sure helps me out a lot. Just doing this because I enjoy doing it, man. Um, Quick background about me. I coached football at the University of Texas, coached in a league in Australia. Yeah, Australia. Um, Coached at Incarnate Word, the same school of Cam Ward. Um, yeah, I just enjoy football, man. So if you guys enjoy it, just let me know. If you don't, let me know what I can do better at. Either way, nothing's personal in this world, bro. So I appreciate it. Starting off with the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans got Rob Saleh. Saleh didn't have a too good of a time in New York with the Jets, as you guys remember. And then he brought in another guy who didn't have too good of a time in New York as well with the Giants and Brian Daboll as his offensive coordinator. So this is going to be two complementary sides of the ball. I'm sure Saleh's just going to coach the defense, and Daboll is just going to have free reign of the offense because I don't see why else he would take that job. It's an opportunity to work with Cam Ward, who I think is an incredible talent, and I'm excited to what it looks like this year. First round pick 4, Jeremiah Love. No need to rush it. I mean, it's pretty much looking like it's going to be set in stone. It'd be kind of shocking if it's not Jeremiah Love draft day. 35, round 2. Okay, let's get into this real quick. Obviously, you're going to need some receivers. D line is not bad. Jordan Elliott and Solomon Thomas got two guys that know Salah very well. They traded for Jermaine Johnson. They traded Devondre Sweat for Jermaine Johnson. But they picked up John Franklin Myers. So they probably do want to get a young guy later on in this draft on this defensive line. But in my opinion, I like Oladejo. I liked what he showed. In my opinion, definitely need linebackers. Diabate, I liked him a lot when he came out. James Williams is we'll see. But then they spent a lot of money at corner with Alontae Taylor, Joshua Williams, Cordell Flott, and then they do need a nickel corner. So those are the things I'm going to be trying to address in the draft and trying to see if we can get this team competitive. Okay. So at pick 35 here, they spent a lot of money at outside corner. They definitely need a nickel. A guy that I think they're going to be looking at it pretty early on. I don't believe they're going to target safety in this draft as well. That's another thing I forgot to touch on. Otherwise, I would look at AJ Halsey. Offensive line, Cordell Volson, man. I really think drafting offensive line is probably the move too as well. So like a guy like Emmanuel Pregnon would be awesome. Um, but I do think that nickel corner slot for what Salah likes to do on defense is a big time position for him. And a guy like D'Angelo Pons really screams that type of guy. Like you want a Diamador Lenore in Tennessee, I think D'Angelo Pons has already proved his worth tenfold. And I think that's a guy you can add to your defense. However, his receiver room's a little shaky. So I probably want to hit that next, but I don't think the way the corner in this corner position in this draft is, it's going to be really early, and then it's going to be really slim pickings moving forward. So D'Angelo Pond's hell of a ball player, really good pick. I really like that a lot. Here we go. Jeremy Bernard's here. This other option we could have gone with Keontae Scott right here. Keontae Scott's a lot older than D'Angelo Pond, so it's tricky on how you want to go about this in this draft. But I definitely really like what they're doing so far, and what technically what I'm doing, but you know what I mean. Okay. So 66, but now it's from 66, we got to get to 101. So now we got to make sure we make the correct selection here. There's not really a guy I would really want to target over here. Isaiah World's here, and I really like him. Jude Bowery's here. I really like him. I do like some JC Davis. Giddings Dunker's right here too. I'm thinking about taking Giddings Dunker. I definitely feel like that's a Daboll guy. That is a Brian Daboll pick. And this is a guy that would really bolster up their offensive line. I don't think they're really high on Cordell Volson, man. I think that's more of a we need to get someone just in case. So I think Jackson Slater, no, no, please no, please no. I try not to be too critical of guys, because I know everybody's out there trying to do the same thing, trying to do the best we can. So, Giddings Dunker, let's protect Cam Ward. Let's get Jeremiah Love, some bodyguards, find that right gap. Let's see. Pick 101. Big time move now. So now we're here, and I think the way the Titans are set up is you can kind of go BPA here, man. Like they have a pretty good team. Jude Bowery's here still. That'd be awesome. Awesome. Okay. See if we can check out linebacker here. Ooh, that's really tough to pass up. A guy like Aiden Fisher, he's tough, but I really like Caleb Elam's Orr. This guy right here from TCU, 6'2", 230. Really good testing. 4.47, 40-yard vertical, 10.4 broad jump. TCU was having a time at the combine, man. But he's a little light. Hand size, I don't know if that's a big deal. But a guy like Caleb Elam's Orr would definitely be a seamless fit in this defense. Harold Perkins, if he didn't have such an injury history, I would be more inclined to take him. But on this one, we're going to take a guy like Caleb Elam's Orr. I think that's a really good pick. I'm trying not to pick the same guys too. I do have my board, obviously. I don't know if you guys are interested in seeing that. I definitely will share it if interested. Okay, pick 142. Edge room is not too bad here. A guy like Jayshon Barham, dude, Jayshon Barham would be awesome. Awesome with this defense. But I really need to see if we can address the receiver position. I really need to see if we can address it. A guy like Josh Cameron is interesting to target here. Dejon Stripling is really this guy's getting a lot of top 30 visits, man. People love this dude's size, burst, speed. Like this dude, when he gets the ball in his hands, man, it's really tough for DBs to track. Uh, Here's the problem. Outside of these three and maybe DK, he flashed, and KJ Osborne, if you're still in on that, I definitely think they need another guy. I definitely think another guy because I don't want to depend on Calvin Ridley again. So we really want to get someone that Cam Ward can depend upon. And I really think if it's not Malik Benson, I think Deshaun Stribling's a better fit for this offense. 144, we get to do it again. We get to do it again. I like how that's set up. They're probably going to make a trade for one of these picks during the draft. I like Zane Durant a lot. I'm not necessarily sure he's a good fit. I think I'm going to go probably Jay Sean here, but I want to make sure that there's no one else that I feel like would be such a really good fit. Markel Bell would be a cool one. Reunite him with Cam. Yeah, VJ Payne would be a big time fit on that defense. I just don't know if they're going to take somebody mid day three like that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. That seems like to be a really good pick for them. Jayshon Barham, bolster up that defensive line. You can never have too many pass rushers. Um, Jayshon Barham, dude, there's both Michigan edges, man. They're really good football players. Not necessarily saying they're gonna be like super all pro level, but they're gonna be really good players in the NFL level. And Jayshon Barham on Tennessee with that defense would be awesome to watch. So far, Jeremiah Love, D'Angelo Pons, we've got a corner, hit the offensive line, added a receiver, linebacker, edge. Pretty much hitting our needs right now. We're kind of grooving here. VJ Payne, I just talked about that. Now we're in range where we can just take the picks that really kind of have some fun with this team, kind of really bolster it up. I kind of want to take another tackle at some point, but I think safety might be the move here for me. Tim Keenan, no. No, he wants what our guy Sala wants is a guy like Demonte Capehart at D tackle, which is a good one. Rayshon Benny, even Devin Eastern has how do you want to say that? Xavier Harris, if he didn't have what everyone's reporting, I don't know. It's tough on his character concerns. I'm going to take VJ Payne. I'm going to take VJ Payne. And the reason, my rationale for it is I think VJ Payne is going to be in the league for two contracts, maybe three. I think he's going to last a lot in this league. I think he's going to, if you're Like, write that down, hold me accountable to it. I think that dude is awesome. Plays physical. If he gets hurt and banged up because he's so physical, well, that's a problem. But I definitely think he's going to push these guys right here, Tony Adams as well, and he's going to make a move for that spot. And I think it's a good contingency plan for injuries, but more so like contract situations, as you want to bolster your room for when guys come up on contracts. It's really helpful to have a guy like that right behind him. Okay, we're back here, 194. I really don't think they should double up at receiver. Really don't think they should do that. So it's gonna be slim pickings here, man. Diego Pounds is not a bad dart throw. Scream was funny about Brian Dable is he brought in Daniel Bellinger. I don't know what that was about, man. I do not know what that's about. I want to go linebacker again because I think that is that position that definitely needs the most work on this defense. Owen Heineke's a great one though. That's a really good one. Bryce Bocher is another good one. Red Murdoch's another good one. It's gonna be between these three. I'm leaning towards Red. I think he's more of a schematic fit per se, and I definitely, I mean, if I'm gonna, if I, in the grand scheme of things, if he wasn't such a good scheme fit for Saleh, I would probably take Bocher or Heineke based off the fact that I think they would be better, they would excel more on special teams their rookie year. Because if you're depending on these guys at round 6 to start, it's a real problem in this position, and you did not do your job in free agency. So I'm gonna take Red Murdoch, have him be ready to go, and I feel really good about that. All right, here we go. 225. Yeah, 225. 225. Yeah. No, nobody down here. Okay. I like this guy a lot. This guy, Nolan Rucci, he was a 5-star out of high school. This is the round where you start throwing darts, man. You start really trying to make sure you make the right pick for your team. But I really have loved everything we've done so far. I just want to make sure that I want to see what we got at D tackle left. Rayshon Benny, Albert Regis is not a bad one. James Thompson Jr. is a really good one. David Gusta, Jordan Vandenberg come out. I've talked about them countless times. I really like them late. David Blay. Ooh. Yeah. Tavion Coleman's another good one. I think I'm going to go David Blay here. I'm going to go David Blay here at 225. Yeah, I like David Blay a lot. I've already gone Gusta and I've already gone Vandenberg. David Blay's a really good pick. I really love the D line, D tackle, interior defensive line in this draft, man. Even I got like Cole Brevard in like late rounds. Okay, ignore the draft grades. Completely ignore them. Caleb Elam's always a steal at 101. VJ Payne, okay, they said that's a B, so they kind of agree. I like Red Murdoch too. So here's what we got so far. We're gonna help out Cam Ward big time. First two out of the first 3 picks, offense. Jeremiah Love, Diego Pons, Giddings Dunker. Giddings Dunker's good. Dude, there's no way Giddings Dunker doesn't beat out Cordell Volson throughout his entire rookie year. There's no way. No way. Caleb Elam-Zor at linebacker. Love that pick, man. Love that pick. Last TCU linebacker that went to San Fran and that type of defense really worked out. Dejon Stribling at wide receiver. Love it. Jayshon Barham. Add him into that rotation. He's going to be in the rotation week 1. That pick 144, he's going to be in the rotation at week 1. VJ Payne at safety. Love that pick. Red Murdoch. I'm a fan of that one. David Blay. Throw him in there, man. Like, add him in the rotation. Like, you can't tell me by watching David Blay, watching Miami's defensive line, he's not going to beat out Solomon Thomas. If you I mean, I know you want to be a little shiftier, but the dude can move, man. I think he's better than Jordan Elliott. I think this interior defensive line draft is that deep that these guys that in two deep are going to be on notice for even like the day 3 guys on the interior defensive line in these drafts. I really do. And I think that, dude, this is a really good draft for Tennessee. Really good draft. I would be really excited if they drafted like this. D'Angelo Pons, like this is a really good draft to start off with Salah. I mean, this is I mean, yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys dislike it, man, if you guys disagree with any of my picks, man, please feel free to let me know. I'm kind of shocked at how well this turned out. So, yep.